for
Correct,
giving
sir.
me this opportunity to interact with all the participants of Education Society members. Thank you. Today, I would like to discuss on the topic of IEEE article processing and open access. Many authors publishing environment want to make their research freely available to all the reader communities. To help authors gain maximum exposure from their groundbreaking research, IEEE provides open access options to meet the needs of our authors throughout the careers. Means in order to make our research freely available to all the research scholars, here this open access is a better platform. So this open access allows authors to publish in respected high quality traditional journals. Now here we need to know what are the various journals that are available or which are provided by IEEE. So one is hybrid journals, other one is fully open access topical journals and multidisciplinary open access journals. In meanwhile, in detail, once again, I'll be discussing about all these possible journals. So one thing here we need to remember is whenever we want our research work to be openly accessible by all the reviewers, for that publication fee has to be paid to the IEEE. Means here all these open access journals are supported by author publication fees. Means here that itself indicates article processing charge, or we can also say the same thing as publication fee. Means here this publication fee is not charged to authors to make work available open access in either an open access journal or hybrid journal. These fees may be paid by the author, author's institute, or the research funder. Any of the three can pay article processing charge. Now, so coming to the journals. So in order to be accessed by any of the journals, first is hybrid journals. Here we have seen three possibilities are existing in this hybrid journal as traditional subscription based content, open access content, as well as author pays content are available in this journal. So what is actually traditional subscription based content? That is nothing but the readers pay for the content they read. Means journals will be subscribed by various readers. So based on the subscription, that content is considered as the subscription based content. Open access. Open access itself indicates that this content is available to all the readers free of cost. And the third possibility that can be included in this is author pays content. That is nothing but the fee that is paid by author or author's institution or the research funder. All these three possible contents are included in this hybrid journals. Next, topical journals. Topical journals itself indicates that the work entirely dedicated to a specific subject. So that is considered as topical journals, as for example, like journals related to antennas and journals related to and systems. In that way, for each and every topic, various journals are available. We are considering those specific journals as topical journals. So in these topical journals, high quality articles are included, which contain cutting edge studies as well as breakthroughs in technology innovation. So which are helpful for the future. Next, in this, now we need to know what are actually the open access journals available. So all these journals are open access journals. So previously, last 7 journals that are existing are open access. Recently, the top something around 10 open journals are included, and all these can be accessed openly or freely by all the research scholars. Next, just if you look at the topics that are being covered as antennas and propagation, circuits and system, communications, computers, industry applications, medicine, biology, in that way, various journals are covering various specific topics. So the third type of journal is multidisciplinary open access journal or IEEE access. Next, in some cases, if the authors are not specific only to a particular topic, not a pure subject area, or it is not specific only to one area, if that topic covers multidisciplinaries or if it covers interdisciplinaries, then that work can be published in this IEEE access journal. And this nothing but another advantage of this IEEE access is it accepts all traditional technical articles as well as reviews and surveys. So one advantage of IEEE access is, say, it will be fast. Within 4 to 6 weeks, we will be getting the report of this journal which you have submitted to the journal. Now, so here we have seen 3 possibilities as a hybrid journal. Next one is journal, and other one is IEEE access or multidisciplinary access. Now we need to know, so what is the advantage of publishing work in open access journal? So the main advantage is all the published articles will be maintained in the IEEE archive with free access to all. So free access is available, means that itself indicates they need not be a member of IEEE. Even without being a member of IEEE, each and every person can access these journals. Additionally, publishing within the multimedia integration like video abstracts, etc. Means not only the topic that can be submitted in the form of text format, video abstracts, they can also be submitted to this open access journal. Each published article is accompanied by usage and citation data. So just I'll show with an example. And one more advantage of publishing work in this open access is vast global reach to millions who search IEEE Export, attend conferences, and conduct research in all technology sectors. Especially because of this, once we are able to publish our work in open access journal, our citations will be increased. For example, here I have considered one open access journal. See here already you might be observing IEEE access. Under this IEEE access, I have selected one title as my work is on antenna. Based on that, just I have taken one topic which is published in IEEE access. Here you will be observing the title of the paper. And one thing what I would like to show in this is we should be able to be in a stage to identify whether it is open access or not. Just looking at this green color unlock, that itself indicates the access is open to all. Now, we need to know how many of them have downloaded or utilized this work. Just looking at this here, you could understand that this paper has been utilized by 549 views. These are available. And next, not only that, in this open access journal here, another possibility is we can also include data sets. So data sets are also available in this. Means we can access the data sets also. And one more thing here we need to understand is, here this entire work can be reused. Here this work is coming under Creative Commons license. So we need to know what does this license mean. So in meanwhile, just I will discuss about all these things. So already here you have seen the usage factor itself as 549. So 549 means from this itself you could understand that on monthly basis how the utilization or how many PDF downloads or views are existing in month wise, that is given. So I hope you are able to see this. Not only that, below that itself we could understand how many citations are existing for this journal. So if you click on that citations, here you could also see where this paper is cited. Year wise or at each and every location we could see in various papers how it is cited. That is shown in this way. And next, already I have mentioned that data sets are also included in this journal. If you are interested to access the data set, there if you click on the data, then correspond to that the datasets page will be opened, and here these are the datasets available. As this paper is related to antennas, and there we are, in most of the cases we would like to know how the electromagnetic fields are propagating from one location to other location. Those animations of electromagnetic fields are given as the dataset in this. Just if we click on these files, we can access that data set. That possibility. Just once if we access the data set, that data set is available in this form. So one advantage in this is open access journals are having a possibility to include data sets, and others access those data sets. But in most of the cases, accessing the data set is mainly required by the researchers. So from this itself, we could understand how the electric and magnetic fields are propagating from source location to the destination location. Now, again, in these journals, here we have to know, so what are the various open access possibilities that are existing, or what are the facilities that are being provided. So these are green open access and gold open access. So what do you mean by green or gold? Here green open access refers to practice of depositing a version of an article in a repository. Usually that article version will be freely accessible to the public. So that is nothing but here once the paper got accepted, then author has rights to display the accepted version in his website or at any location. So then that permission accessibility is represented as green open access. IEEE allows authors to post the accepted version. So one thing each and everyone should notice, only accepted version can be displayed, but not the final version. So accepted version of the to their own website or to their employer's website or a repository specified by their funding agency. Authors may obtain the accepted version of their article through the author gateway. So once you are communicating with the IEEE open access journals, there once an author has submitted the manuscript, then in order to communicate with that author or with the IEEE, IEEE has provided author gateway. Through that author gateway, author can access the accepted version and they can publish or they can display it in their websites. That possibility is there. So green open access means accepted versions can also be displayed in the website. And another possibility is gold open access. So gold open access refers to articles that are freely available in their final form. Means that is itself indicates golden or gold open access is given means that will be directly provided by the IEEE and that is available online and that can be accessed by all the members. Final version, once it is displayed, that can be considered as gold open access. Before releasing that final version, accepted version, if we want that accepted version to be displayed in the website, then we can consider that access itself as green open access. Now, so in order to get these facilities, either green open access or golden open access, to provide the information or the content freely to all the researchers, only thing is author has to pay. Processing fees is existing. So if you would like to know the processing fees for various journals like a hybrid or IEEE access or topical journals. So from 2019 onwards, the article processing fee for the hybrid journal is $2,045. Some journals charge additional fee, that is for overlength and for color page charges. Means actually for each and every journal while publishing, some limitation will be there, like 6 to 7 pages, or that it will be existing. Beyond that, if the limit has crossed, then for additional pages, again author has to pay additional amount. Those charges will be separate. So in order to understand each and every instruction related to the fee that is available in those individual journal instructions. Whereas coming to IEEE access, article processing fee is $1,750. Coming to topical journals, it is ranging between $1,220 to $1,820. Be in this range. But whereas now coming to the new journals or new topical journals which are launched in 2020, article processing fee is $1,750. So not only for the articles, coming to the magazines also, if open access is required, for that article processing fee is $2,995. Just looking at this itself, we could understand $1,000 is approximately 73,000. It comes under that 73,000 or 74,000. According to that, I hope based on the dollar rate, you can have a conversion. Means just looking at the processing fee itself, individually, if author is unable to bear, institutions also, or corresponding institutions who are willing, they can also pay the additional fee. Or another possibility is once the other work is accepted by the funding agencies will also be ready to pay this processing fee. Next. So coming to the discounts. So IEEE will apply a discount to current IEEE members. Means this is this discount applicable only to the active IEEE member. So that discount is around 5% discount. And another facility is if the author is a member of IEEE society, they will receive 15% discount. Now coming to the discounts, these discounts cannot be combined or applied to any other fees such as overlength article or color page charges. Those will be charged separately. Here I have considered one journal, that is IEEE Photonics Society. So in this IEEE Photonics Society, here just if you look at the charges, open access charges, you could observe that 15% discount is given to society members and 5% discount is given to IEEE members. And now coming to the number of pages that to be published. If it is up to 6 pages, the to be paid is given as around $1,037, whereas coming to IEEE members, it is around $1,159. If they are non-IEEE members, that is around $1,220. For suppose if it is exceeding, if the number of pages are exceeding, that is 7 to 10 pages, then these are the charges applicable for various possible memberships. And next, beyond that also, if the pages are included, that is, if it is beyond 10 pages, then $125 per page is charged. And there are no discounts for this overlength. So one thing is here, I have given this as an example, but whereas coming to journal, there will be little bit variations. That entire information will be available in the author's instructions. Now, so you may be asking about, based on the economy of the country also, you may be asking whether is there any possibility to waive this processing fee? Yes, that possibility is there. Gold open access journals have a waiver policy for authors from low income countries. Next, another possibility is here 100% waiving is possible only when the author is from low income countries. If the corresponding author is from lower middle income countries, they are eligible for 50% discount on article processing fee. Means now you may be getting a doubt. So our country comes under low income country or lower middle income country. So as per the classifications provided by the World Bank, here India is coming under lower middle income economies. Means the corresponding author is getting a facility of 50% discount on the processing. Now, and again, in most of the cases, authors may be getting a doubt that is there any possibility to get some sort of refund? Means when you want refund. For suppose your work is being funded by any funding agency, and if the funding agency is willing to pay the article processing fee, for suppose before that itself, if already you have paid that article processing fee, that can be refunded back by the IEEE, and that amount will be paid by the funding agency. That possibility is also there in this. So not only a funding agency, authors institute can also pay the processing fee. Now, so with this, I hope you are able to understand what are the various journals that are existing and the processing fee to make your work openly accessible by all the members. Now, so in order to do this, first of all, we need, as an author, we need to prepare our article. So if we need assistance in the preparation of the article, here IEEE is providing all the facilities in Author Center. Here, if the author is new, or if you want to publish your work in a journal or in a conference or in a book or in a magazine, in order to understand all possible instructions, entire help is provided by IEEE Author Center. Now, initially, for suppose if you made an attempt to write an article, the first stage that is existing is writing. To this writing, on the left side itself, all possible instructions are given. Here, if you would like to know in detail, already video tutorials and everything is available in this IEEE Author Center. I hope already this entire part is already covered in previous sessions. So just briefly, just as a recall, I have considered. Now, mainly in this, I would like to focus on author tools. Just if you go to author, in that other tools, you could find where your work can be want to know in which conference or in which journal you want to publish your work. In order to identify right publication, that possibilities are available in this find the right publication. And not only that, if you want to validate the references, so that possibilities or facilities are also available. And now if you would like to know that you would like to submit your work to a particular journal. So for each and every journal is having a particular template. Means if you want to select a template, means in which style you would like to write the entire work. So in order to know that, here IEEE is providing a template selector. So if you go to this IEEE template selector, this page will be open, and now select IEEE template selector. So after selecting, the page will be displayed in this form. So now in the first stage, now we have to select the publication type. Are we interested to select, would you like to publish it in journals, letters, transactions, or magazines, or in conferences? So right now for present instant, I'm assuming that I would like to submit to transactions, journals, and letters. So click on that. You have selected the journals option, then again it will be asking about the name of the publication. So in which journal you're willing to publish. Now you can write down willing publication. Right now, as I am related to antennas region or RF, so based on that, simply I have typed antenna, then corresponding to that, these three journals or these three possibilities are available. Based on that, I have selected the last option as IEEE transactions on antennas and propagation. So once you have selected the publication, next part is you need to select the type of the article. So are you willing to focus on the original research, or you are focusing on the communication part? At present, here I have focused on original research or the original research work. And once you have selected this original research work, next you need to select the format. Are we willing to select the Word format or LaTeX format? These two formats are available to all the authors for convenience, as each and everyone are aware of MS Word. Here I have selected Word template or Word format. Once if you click on that, automatically that MS Word template will be downloaded. So the last stage is once if you click on this download, that template will be downloaded. So right now in this example, what I have done is just based on all these stages, I have downloaded the template. So that template is visible in this form. Now, once the template is available, right now you should understand how to edit this template. This template, that possibility is just if you click on the styles. I hope you are able to see on the top right corner. If you click on the styles, according to that styles arrangement, you can make modifications for the content. You can make the same content visible as a body text, or it can be made visible as a title of the page, or it can be made visible as a heading. So if you want to have a control on the style of the work, the only part that is required is you need to click on styles. So for better understanding here, what I have done is I have taken this template and just once I would like to show how to make modifications or how to edit this template. Now, so just I have taken this template. Now for better understanding. Now, if you look at this starting part itself indicates the font or the font size of that title should appear in this way. Means many of them may be getting confused. So to avoid all the instructions, what we'll be doing is just once if you select it and click on this styles. So if you click on the styles, this will be displayed, and based on this itself, you could understand the type of style that is used for this title. See, right now here, I hope you are able to see this. Now the style that is used for this is title, but whereas coming to authors, so style used is authors. Next, for understand, just I would like to write now. One thing is here, one possibility is for suppose here somewhere here just if you write, you can write down the title at the same location and suddenly or unknowingly assume that the font size is suddenly reduced. Assume that while editing, some modifications may be happening. Suddenly assume that some modification has happened, and now you want to make this itself as the paper title. For suppose if you want to make this as paper title, just select that and go to the styles. In this styles, identify where the title is existing. Here you could identify the title. Once you click on the title, automatically the format of that title, means the font style that is used, as well as along with that the size of the font, everything will be displayed according to that. In the same way, coming to this author information, here only thing you need to do is right now just here we'll be writing down author names, and after writing down author names, we need to click on this author. So if you click on that author, automatically that author style will be reflected. And next here we need to mention whether it is a fellow member or senior member or membership details. So for that membership details, generally membership details, this is also coming under authors only, but only difference is you have to mention this in italic mode, and whereas coming to author, you will be representing in the normal mode. So in that way you are going. Now coming to this here, now we want this style to appear in this way as the abstract. Abstract means in order to get the abstract style, here if you click on the abstract, automatically that style will be displayed in the abstract form. Just for understanding, what I'll do is here just assume that I want this part to be as in the abstract form. If you want this as in the form of abstract, just select the content and now click on the abstract. Once if you click on the abstract, then that entire selected information will be modified into the form of abstract. So that will be done. So in this, one benefit is you can use any style of a font, but once that entire part is placed here, only thing select that part and click on the appropriate style. If you click on the appropriate style, according to that format, that will be aligned. In the same way, coming to index, in this journal, we need to include keywords also. So if you want to include keywords there, the style that is utilized for this keywords is mentioned as index terms. Means here, just select the content and click on index terms. Technically, that content will be according to the index terms. Now, in the same way, now coming to the sections. Now we are entering into the actual introduction part. Now in this introduction part, for each and every section, heading is must, and each and every heading is given a Roman number. I hope you are able to see this. For better understanding, what I will do is just I want something, I want this content as the next section. So if you want this as a heading of the next section, only part that you have to do is click on heading 1. So if you click on heading 1, automatically that next section will be displayed with the corresponding section number also. Means especially you need not give numbering for the section. Here automatically that style itself provides numbering to that particular. So in that way, possibility is there. So you can give numbering to any section. Now, and next, coming to the internal content. So internal content or the body text. So for this body text here, you need to use text. Actually, in the template itself, Just once you place at a particular location, just looking at the location or looking at the style itself, you could understand the style that is utilized. For suppose if you are looking at abbreviations and acronyms, style given to that is heading 2. Means now for understanding what I'll be doing is, here I want this content to be displayed as next subsection heading. Means then we need to click on heading 2. If you click on that, automatically that will be displayed as second heading or subsection heading. So a corresponding format will be displayed over there. And for suppose instead of that, you don't want this as a section, you want this as a body text itself. If you want this part itself as a body text, only part you need to do is select text. So once you select this as a text, automatically that will be displayed in the format corresponding to the text. Means one best way in this is, even though you are not familiar with the LaTeX, just using Word document also, once the template is available, you need to understand how to utilize styles in this. Just selecting appropriate style, you can structure your entire document. That facility is available in this. So you have seen this as style given to this as heading 1, and this style given as text, and style given to this as heading 2. Way that entire concept of formatting is given in this. Not only that, now coming to this, you can write down your own equations, and for each and every equation numbering is must. So coming to the equation here, style utilized is equation. Just if you click on that equation, that corresponding style will be displayed. Now coming to the figures. Now figures, just once if you look at figure caption, if you look at the body text font size is different, and whereas coming to the figure caption font size is different. So if you want a particular content to be displayed as a figure caption, so select that content and once again go through the styles. There you could understand. Here right now it is not displayed, but here for understanding, just once I'll write some particular content and I want this content to be displayed as caption. So just select the content and go to the styles. So within this styles, click on figure captions. Just I'm trying to identify it. Okay, I have located it. Figure caption. Once if you click on the figure caption, automatically all rules corresponding to that font that will be displayed. Only part is before this you need to write down something as figure 2. That is required. So once that is displayed, automatically you could understand how to give figure captions. Only select the content and appropriate style as figure caption. And here I have hope you are able to understand the figure captions. And another part is, whenever you are inserting figures, all the figures means in 2-column format, that figure size should be according to that single column itself. And each and every figure should be saved separately, and that should be uploaded into the journal while communicating with that journal itself. And coming to the table format, here also each and every table is given heading. Now if you look at the style here, once select the table heading, and if you click on table title, automatically style of that table heading will be displayed. Just for understanding, what I'll do is, just I will select this content itself as table title. So as this line, so it is showing that now I have selected this and I want to display this itself as a table title. So that corresponding table title style will be displayed, and before this table, before this, we need to mention the table number. So as that will be displayed here as table, and give the numbering to that table. So in this way, you need to do the process. So even though we are not good at structuring the document, only thing is once you have a command on styles, select the content and select appropriate style, automatically document will be aligned according to the template. So these are the various possibilities that are in this. And additionally, one part that you need to understand is references. So if any appendix acknowledgement content is there, here just if you click on this appendix, you could understand that heading is given as reference head. One difference you need to understand is previously for all sections numbering is given, but whereas coming to acknowledgement or appendix or reference, for that numbering is not given. So just to show the difference here, conclusion is coming under the style heading, and whereas coming to appendix, it is coming under the style reference head. So if you select it, just here I want to select this itself as the reference head. So automatically that will be according to the format. For suppose if you want to represent this as a centered way, you can represent it, or if you want left alignment, you can place it on the left side. That is according to the requirement. And now coming to the references. So one the references here. Already I hope you have seen all the references. Now coming slowly directly, I'm coming back to this references part here. So how to provide referencing for textbooks, for journals, for various reports, each and everything will be given a specific format. For suppose if you are focusing on books, if you want to reference it, for that books you need to give first author name, next title of the book, and next corresponding to that where it is published, and all those details should be provided. Here this will be the style of format for a book. So for understanding, below that already examples were also given. Just based on the example or according to that style itself, you can rearrange it. So in the same way, for suppose if there are handbooks, corresponding to handbooks, what are the way of arrangement, and whereas coming to the journals, here in this way, different formats were given. These are the formats for books and the formats for periodicals. Below this examples were given, and these are the formats for reports. I hope in that way for different references, different types of references, different formatting is existing. So whereas coming to the conferences, for the conferences, how we need to make an arrangement. All those examples will be mentioned in the template. Only thing is go through the instructions provided by the template, and according to that, you can make an arrangement. After making all these arrangements, next one, other content will be placed. I hope you are aware of this part. In this way, we can make arrangement. Now, one more part, what I would like to show in this is, in many cases, especially those who are they are new to the research, and one part I would like to show is below in the references. Already I have mentioned reference 1, reference 2 as a particular journal, and whenever you are going to cite that reference here, in the documentation, somewhere here at the end of the text or somewhere, this will be displayed as 1. I hope you know this. So whenever you are citing, means for suppose if you assume that this entire information, or if you want to know the information corresponding to that part, that will be available in reference 1. So if you want to give this sort of arrangement in a thesis, means coming to the thesis or coming to the journals, each and every document will be having many references. So whenever we are going to cite those references, how we have to cite it in this document, just I would like to show it by considering an example. I'm taking a new document. Assume some content is available, some data is available, and assume that just I have taken some content as this is only a random content taken, and assume that this content is taken from some references. Like assume that a reference name as given as something as author name, or I hope already you know the format, just some author names are given, like something as a reference to. Assume some references are available. Right now, assume these three as the references. Now, I'm considering these as, means instead of writing entire length, just I'm considering these parts as references and I'm giving numbering to the references. But coming to the journals, or in most of the cases, a references style will be in a different way, as each and every number will be given in square brackets. So in square brackets, once if you click on that, directly this will be displayed, or for suppose if this is not available in your list, only thing is you need to define it. While defining, this will be displayed in this way. Only thing here you need to do is place square brackets before and after the number, and once you place it, automatically references will be mentioned in this numbering order, and each and every number is given arranged in this way within the square brackets. I hope you are able to see that. And now I want to cite this content at different locations in the documentation. Assume this itself as a content, and now here I want to cite this as, means assume that this content is taken from reference 1. And one way is directly within square brackets, you can mention the number. That is the simplest way. But another possibility is, only a way is just go to references. So once if you go to references, under reference, you could find cross reference. So in this cross reference, you could find all the references you have given. Means here already we have given 3 references. So right now those references, and now I want to select this first reference. Select the first reference and click on insert. Once if you click on that insert, automatically that number will be displayed. And if you just if you click on that number, just if you click, actually that will be going to this reference 1. And now I want to consider this content as being cited from reference 2. So reference 2 means, again follow the same procedure. Go to references, under references click on cross reference, and now select reference 2. If you select reference 2 and click on insert, so there that number will be displayed. Just using this simple logic, once all the references are available, according to that references, you can make an arrangement. This is especially, this will be helpful for the researchers who are going to publish their document. This will be helpful for the researchers. And now once again, I'm going back to the document. Okay. Now, next facilities that are provided by the IEEE Author Center is now. And one more part here is you will be giving references. In the references itself, you have seen first name should be the author names, and after mentioning author names, you need to give the title of the paper, later volume number, or from which publication it is taken, and you need to give all the details. For different journals, different order of representation will be there. And for suppose if we are getting confused and if we don't know whether we have arranged in a proper fashion or not. So in order to understand that part, what we have to do is, here just if you click on these references, here automatically the way you have arranged all the references, that validation is also possible. Only thing here in this we need to do is, we need to have an IEEE account. In this IEEE account, you need to include the email address, first name, last name. Once you have included all these things, there this will be asking the article title, and enter the article title. So you need to mention the journal and choose the file, means just upload your references, means already you might have written all the references in a particular order. Upload all the references into this for validation. And now you would like to know whether you have given all the details of the references or not. In order to understand, just select this output as annotated PDF only, or another part is along with this if you want the bib text also. Select that bib text and click on continue. Once if you click on continue, automatically this mail will be going to the IEEE Aadhaar Center, and their entire verification will be done. Wherever you are missing, that entire part will be again mailed back to your mail. Means once you are sending, you will receive a mail. So for understanding here, what I have done is consider one example here for better understanding. Here I have taken this, and here all these references are uploaded into that references column. After that, this mail will be received in this format. Once if you look at the mail itself, here on the left side itself, whatever component that is missing, that component will be suggested. Once if you look at the left side here, suggestion is given as month is missing and DY is missing. Now, I hope you are able to see this. In this, month is not given. So what we have to do is, now we need to include March as well as DY number. That should be included. In the same way, here for next paper, another suggestion is given. As once if you look at this, article title is given, a month, and DOI, everything is given. So corresponding to these suggestions, we can make suggestions. In that way, if you are not familiar with the way of alignment of the references, prepare your references list and upload into that validate references. Then you will get a mail from IEEE. Wherever you are missing, all those components will be displayed. Even here also, for suppose if you are not having clear idea, or if you are unable to follow the suggestion, another part is here already underline is given. I hope you are able to see this underline. Just if you click on that, directly it will take you to that cross reference, and there that reference will be displayed. So actually it is taking some time. So one part what we have to do is, just if you click on that, automatically their entire title, author names, title of the document, everything will be displayed. See here, now this page is displayed. Now if you click on this site this, so once if you click on this site this, then entire details of that reference will be displayed. Here author names will be given, next a title, and along with that volume number, page number, year, everything will be available. So directly if you want to place it, you can place it in the Word document, or if you are focusing on the LaTeX, there separately you have to give in the bibtex format as author names in this way, journal name in this way separately. Means the only thing we can do is just directly we can copy it and paste it in the LaTeX document, or whereas coming to Word document, here you can select this information, and as per the template and as per the ordering given, just to rearrange the references, rearrange those content, and if you place it, then even plagiarism check to some extent can be minimized. Ability is also there. Now, so right now assume that your has been accepted by IEEE, and once your paper is accepted, then they'll be asking you to provide copyrights. For that means their licensing is required. So you have to give, you have to mention whether this document will be coming under the type of license. Means here every author has to know the various possible licenses that are existing. So in case of open access, these are the two possible licenses. Other than open access, or suppose if you want to go for another possibilities, IEEE itself is providing a copyright form corresponding to that. Once if the author fills that copyright form, that is enough. Whereas coming to open access articles, here author has to mention whether this document is coming under any of these two licenses or not. So one license is Creative Commons Attribution License. In a short form, it is represented as CC BY, and another license is represented as Creative Commons Attribution Non-Commercial No Derivatives License. Now, here we need to understand what is the difference between these two licenses. Now, the first type of license as Creative Commons license. Generally, this sort of license is mainly used by many academic publishers. Not only that, CC BY license grants the most liberal reuse rights of all commonly used open access licenses. Means once this common CC BY or Creative Commons license is displayed on the document, then that itself indicates that we can reuse that information. So what facilities author can get is the user can distribute, reuse, modify, and build upon a work as long as proper attribution to the original article is provided. Means you have to cite that original article under references. Without that attribution, you can't reuse that information. So whenever this license is mentioned, that it itself indicates that whatever content you are taking from a particular journal, that journal or that article has to be cited under references. And another advantage of using this Creative Commons Attribution license is it may be used for commercial purposes. Not only that, some funding agencies require grant recipients to publish with CC BY license. Authors should verify with their funding agency before selecting their license with IEEE. So based on the agreement with the funding agencies, authors have to select this CC BY or another license. So coming to this license, Creative Commons Attribution Non-Commercial No Derivatives License. Means almost all facilities, all policies existing in this licenses are also similar to that of previous license. But mainly here you need to understand the differences that are existing. Means one thing is here mainly you could understand that whenever this license is displayed, authors are allowed to retain copyright to their work, and end users may reuse the work provided that they credit the original author. So that is, this part is mainly required. Means we can reuse, but one thing that is required is original author has to be credited. Means their author has to be cautious about this part. And another part is the end user does not have to obtain permission from the authors or IEEE to reuse the work. Means here they need not get the permission for the reuse of the work, but mainly they need to be cautious about this part is reuse content. Reuse cannot be for commercial purposes or change the work in any way. Means for commercial purpose, this content cannot be utilized. And not only that, once you have taken the content, that content can't be modified as ever, whatever way you want. That is not possible. So main difference between the previous license and this license is here this license reuse cannot be for commercial purposes. We need to be cautious. Coming to this Creative Commons Attribution license, reuse modifications, distribution, we can build on this work, and all these possibilities are there. And this work can be used for commercial purposes also. Especially this license is mainly utilized by many of the academic publishers. So with this, to maximum extent, I have given the information related to open access journal and how to write an article, and how to arrange the article as per the template. That information is available, but just based on this information, now you should be in a stage to prepare your article, and now you should be in a stage, you should be ready to release your article to the world. Thank you one and all for giving me this opportunity, and I hope that I have shared information up to my knowledge.
Thank you very much, madam. I think you have nicely navigated, and you have shown by practice how to do all the settings. Now I request all the participants, those who have any doubts or clarification, you can interact with the speaker. There is one question that is there any funding agency for non-PhD authors?
Sir, coming to this funding agencies, PhD authors or non-PhD authors, that is not the case. Already various funding agencies are there, like IEEE, or simply in Google itself, for suppose if they type it as a research funding agencies, a lot many research funding agencies are available. There they can explore all the funding agencies, and there they will be providing, means mainly at
let me come in between. Sorry, Dr. Deepika Garu. In fact, we'll be having a talk sometime in the I'm not getting any time typically because all our days are booked. I had made a elaborate funding concept grants of the entire Indian system, not only DST, DOD, like that. There is a presentation I prepared, in fact, to share with all of our section members. But in fact, I didn't get any slot for myself only to show this presentation. There is a lot of funding is available, particularly this, for the PhD students and even for the postdoc also. There is a few agencies, as you know, that scholarships will be given for the funding. And what is the amount of scholarship? What is the scholarship, etc. I would like to say, share with all the people. In fact, what is JRF and PDRF and junior research fellows, we have CSR one type, ICMR one type, DST one type, Women Scientist Scheme, Lady Tata Memorial Trust is giving, and TWAS NRF doctoral fellows are there, DAD fellowship is there. All these things, in fact, I made a presentation typically. And we have one more Science Engineering Research Bureau, SCRB fellowship is there. And Dr. D.S. Kotari, postdoctoral fellowship by EGC, early career fellowship by DBT, Clinical and Public Health Research Fellowship, DHR fellowship, Women Research Fellowship. In fact, I made a Hargobind Corona Innovative Young Biology Award. In fact, I prepared a presentation. But unfortunately, by the time I prepared a presentation, our entire December slots are booked by chapters, etc. I could not get a time. Therefore, I feel that in January first week or so, I will just making around 2nd or 3rd of next month, January. This is the first talk I would like to mention, the grants and the funds to the researchers, young researchers, postdoctors, various agencies in India. This I will be giving a talk. Certainly, we will mail to all the people who participated today so that they can listen it. Now, I answered the question what you are asking. Thank you.
Yes, sir. Yes, certainly, we can plan in the first week.
Yes, sir. Within one stroke itself, it is not possible to discuss about the various funding agencies. Yes, sir. For this also, separate lecture is required. We are all willing to listen to your talk on funding agencies, sir.
Madam, in fact, I prepared because you see what happened to me by the time I prepared it is around December 4th or 5th. I thought that I will give a talk like that. The various DST, DBT, I collected all the information who is eligible, how to get the funding, and all these things for postdocs also. But unfortunately, by the time as I mentioned you, that all the days are booked. Even I am helpless there. I don't want to remove one event and add my event. That's the reason I'm waiting. Maybe in the 1st of January we'll do that.
Sure, sir. I request anyone participants, if you have any doubts, you can interact with the speaker, madam, today. Madam, I have one doubt, madam.
Sir.
I think very recently you have done IndusCon and everything.
Yes, sir.
What all the common mistakes that others are doing while formatting their paper? Can you elaborate on that?
Yes, sir. Based on that only, right now I have prepared this
Okay.
presentation. Mainly what is happening is coming to the structure of alignment. Many of the cases author feel that they have given as per the arrangement, but most of the cases they'll be giving the figure caption, but that figure number will be missing in the body text. Means at each and every position figure numbering for each and every figure. Not only that, for titles also, table titles are also given. Once the table numbering is given, the same table number or figure number should be mentioned in the body text. That is required. And another part mainly we have observed is coming to the references. Simply copying a particular reference from one location to this part means that also comes under plagiarism. Instead of that, in this, once the conference template is available, in that conference template, they will be giving the order. In which order the author names, title of the paper that should be displayed. There the order will be mentioned. According to that, if the information is rearranged, to some extent, even in the references also, plagiarism content, similarity report can be reduced. So these are a few few points that we have noticed. Actually, then there are a lot many, but to my extent,
I will add here, Dr. Sudhir and others. In fact, you are aware that in this con, we received 206 papers. We have accepted 56 papers, and all 56 are presented and they sent to Explore for publishing. Now, today, the delay is that one of the author has not aligned his paper to 8.5 into 11. He has uploaded the file in 8.62 into cross 11. And this was really happening for last 1 week, in fact, typically, that alignment of the paper, etc. is delayed. You see, because of the one author who has really not followed the guidelines, entire that proceedings has been held by the Explore. Either as an organizer, I think Sudhir Kumar garu recording api vachu.
Sir.
You see, we as an